It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And up next is Darius Slay. He'll make you pay if you throw his way too often. It's the Eagles and the Jags on Sunday night.
Take a drive from downtown along Broad Street. You run into Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles here in South Philadelphia. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, it's that time of the year. A little bit more urgency. The calendar page turns to November. We kind of know who the good teams are. The midpoint of the NFL season, always a great time to take a step back and look ahead to what's down the road for us.
Yeah, no doubt. And I always felt, even as a player, that you never really knew how good you were as a team or how good everyone else around the league was until you kind of got to this point in the year. November, December football. That's really where teams separate themselves from the pack, and that's where playoff pictures start to unravel. That's where there's a little bit more clarity between the haves and the have-nots. And this is when NFL football gets fun. Holidays are coming. Playoff pictures are unfolding. This is a blast.
Jacksonville comes out with a former #1 overall pick. Trevor Lawrence, their quarterback. 6'6", tall and talented. Greg, hard to believe, already this season 4 for Lawrence after his days at Clemson.
He's coming off a really nice 3-touchdown performance in last week's win, Mike, but outside of that one errant throw, he did a really nice job of protecting the ball and was seemingly in control the entire game. This defense all week, they talked about trying to bait him into making some mistakes, so he's got to be careful about falling into the trap. If he does that, I tell you what, I really like their chances.
Second and 7. Play action now. It's Lawrence. High throw, but it's reeled in. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. On third down, here's Etienne. And it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That's caught. It's the former Bill, Gabe Davis.
These hitch routes, they're usually just designed to pick up a few safe yards. An easy completion, get some rhythm for your quarterback. However, this time, he's able to make a little magic happen after the catch and turn it into something much bigger than even they were probably anticipating.
And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, first and 10. In motion comes Thomas. On first down, Lawrence. He's got that to the rookie first-round pick, Brian Thomas. And he's into the end zone. Brian Thomas. Touchdown, Jaguars. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Isaiah Rodgers now to return it. Now an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Eagles led out by their quarterback, and he is the leader of this offense. Jalen Hurts has that calm demeanor about him, can make the big plays as well. Greg, here he is already in his 5th year in the NFL.
What we saw last week, Mike, was just a quarterback that was taking what the defense gave him and just playing a really well-rounded game. I mean, he found the end zone a total of 3 times, twice on the ground, once through the air. But most importantly, he avoided those back-breaking mistakes that could have come back to haunt them. If he continues to play at that level, this can be a hard team to beat on any given day.
A pistol snap back to Hurts. Now he takes off. And Hurts wisely going to slide after he's picked up the first down. Man in motion is Smith. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. 17 yards, the gain there. Good for an Eagles first down. Hurts will work here from the pistol. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He's got his man. It's Smith. And he will have that first down. Taking a chance here early in the game, but they convert on 4th down. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
It's a loss of 2.
So we are through 1 on Sunday Night Football. Here's a 2nd and 12. Man in motion is Smith. Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. He's going to run it. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And he's in. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Elliott, good on the extra point. And the Eagles come right back to tie it at 7. Each team 1 possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. Travis Etienne and the Jaguar offense ready to get back to work. He has run the ball well to this point in the season, right there amongst the NFL leaders in rushing. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Davis heading in motion. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down. Lawrence gives this one to Etienne. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. In motion comes Thomas. A first down throw for Lawrence. This one is caught by Kirk. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On the give, it's Etienne. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. Throwing is Lawrence. He'll fighting for the goal line. He lost the football. It's out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands. They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on fourth down. They'll run for it with ETN. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Little on now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Jaguars will move out to a 14-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return is Rodgers. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. The Eagles offense ready for their second possession. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for first and 10. Two minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this. They'll come up here on second down and 5. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's complete to Smith. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. Throwing is Hurts. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
Automatic first down.
Great. To throw, Hurts. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a second down and 8. Now Hurts. And he won't quite get to the end zone, but they're going to be set up at the 2-yard line. A chance here to draw level before the break. It's first and goal. And he's going to get stopped in the backfield. He'll take him down at the 3-yard line. The task a bit tougher as they face second and goal. What a move! He's in! Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles will tie things up. We are all even at 14. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. So we're at halftime here on Sunday Night Football. as we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Mike, thanks very much.
And no rest for the weary. Let's get right back to it. Quarter number 3 set to begin. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. On the return is Rodgers. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. And he's used his legs to great effect this year, both when the pocket breaks down and by design, as you check out the league leaders in quarterback rushing yards. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. And he's near the first down, stopped a little short of the 40. 3rd and a yard. And this will not be a spike. He faked it.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the 1st down.
Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. It's 2nd down. Now Hurts. That's to the left side and taken in by Smith. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. They'll try to run here with Barkley. And he's going to have an Eagles 1st down. We're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Here's Barkley. He'll manage only a couple. This time it's the veteran Eric Armstead on the tackle. Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time?
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down. Job number 1 on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves him out in front.
And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. They'll give it to Etienne to start this drive. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They'll run it once more with Etienne. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Etienne is able to move the chains, and when you look at what he can do both in the run game and the passing game, you can see why the Jaguars invested a 1st-round pick in him just a few years ago. Over 1,000 rushing yards each of the last 2 seasons, but it's really the total scrimmage yards that really makes him stand out.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here's Lawrence to throw. A pass complete to the tight end, Evan Ingram. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Hey, Ron!
This run straight ahead for Etienne. And a nice gain there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. Here's 2nd and 2. Lawrence out quickly to Thomas on the RPO. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is a... They'll run here. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. 2nd and 11. Lawrence now. Got his man. It's Kirk. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. They put Strange in motion. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Darius Slay. And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
The Eagles offense ready to take over once more. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. They'll run the counter with Barkley. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. 3rd and 9. To throw is Hurts. Oh, yeah. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a 1st down. Now Hurts. That escapability on display. As you can see, the rushing total now over 100 yards from the quarterback position. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. To throw is Hurts. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. They'll empty out the backfield and line up for 3rd and 3. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides. This drive. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
1st and 10 now from the 36. Hurts. That's taken in by Brown. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That his second touchdown of the game. This one number 7 of the year. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Elliott on now for the PAT. His kick is good. And the Eagles go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. There's Trevor Lawrence as he and the Jaguars get set for. This is 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That's caught left side by Ingram. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. On first down, Lawrence. He'll let this one go deep for Thomas. And he will score. Brian Thomas. Touchdown, Jaguars. That's his second touchdown tonight. And this one is blocked. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return is Rodgers. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to come back out for this next possession. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Whistles here and a timeout. Defense going to take this one with 1:51 to go. They'll drop to throw. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. Now a timeout for Jacksonville. Their second. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. Ooh. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Now the Jags will use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he's very close to first down yardage. They're going to mark him shy, though, at the 48. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. He's got his man right side. It's complete.
Really just comes down to everybody understanding the situation. You realize how many yards do I need to get for the first down, and just make sure at least one of my receivers is past the sticks. That's where he went with the ball, and they're able to convert.
Open space to the 35. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line.
That's good for another Eagle.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So Well, it's a win here for the Eagles. And make that a 5th straight victory, as they're looking tougher and tougher to beat every week, especially heading to playoff time. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Oates. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners, as we say, so long from South Philly.